Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Drew here. Today let's talk about the MLS playoffs. I'm so freaking excited. In this video I'm going to cover the knockout round phase that just happened a couple days ago, and then I'm going to give you guys my preview and predictions about both semi-final conferences that are be coming up starting tomorrow, which is Monday. So anyway, if you guys are new to my channel, consider subscribing if you guys like MLS, you guys like US soccer, you guys should support soccer in the US, you want to see it grow and get more respect that it deserves, then yeah, hit the subscribe button down below because that's my goal here. That's my goal. I'm so dumb. Okay, for real though, let's get to these knockout round games I just played a couple days ago. It started on Halloween and the day after. So the first game I want to talk about is a very hard game to talk about. It's about my Philly boys, my Philly Union boys, going down 3-1 to New York City FC, which is kind of funny because the game they played before, like the last regular season game, was against New York City FC, and they also lost 3-1. So I was like, dude, manager needs to like figure the fuck what's going on, because he lost the same exact way to the same team, same scoreline. Not much to say there. I kind of knew they were going to lose anyway. New York City FC is a better team than Philadelphia Union. I'm surprised and also happy that Philly got this far at least. But it's still a very new club, so leave them alone. I know New York City is newer than Philly, but I'm trying to cut my boys some slack, okay? The game after that, we had Dallas versus Portland, where Dallas lost at home 2-1 to Portland. I think everyone kind of figured Dallas was going to lose anyway. Portland, again, is a better team than Dallas is. Not much to say there. I'm really not too emotionally connected to either of those teams. But the big game that really, really shocked me is the next game, which was Los Angeles FC versus Real Salt Lake, and LAFC lost 2-3 against Real Salt Lake, and I was like, I was really banking on LAFC going all the way and probably winning the whole thing, probably getting to the final with Atlanta United and just battling it the fuck out. But yeah, when I saw the scoreline, I didn't get to watch this game live, like I was doing shit, but I was checking my score, my phone on the ESPN app, and which is very handy, by the way. But anyway, I was checking it, I was like, dude, they're losing, like, and then I checked again, I was like, they lost, like, I was shook. I was like, shooketh. That's what the kids say nowadays. Shooketh. Alright, for real though. Very surprised and shocked that LAFC lost to this. I really was banking on them to win. I had a lot of confidence in this team because they're such a good team with Carlos Velas leading the line. But they just couldn't finish the season off well, but whatever. Real Salt Lake fans have scored a wonderful winning goal. I forget who the player was, but I know it was an amazing goal. I saw the highlights of that beautiful goal in that game. So shout out to you, Real Salt Lake fans. I'm sure you guys are excited for your team to go further in this playoffs. And now let's talk about another big game that kind of touched me a bit, and that's DC United against Columbus Crew, which was a nerve-wracking game for both sides. They tied 2-2, went into overtime, and then they just finished on penalties, with Columbus Crew winning 3-2 on penalties against DC United. DC United with Wayne Rooney, who was leading the line, leading his team, motivating his whole team, motivating the whole city, motivating lots of MLS fans who are like, you know what, DC United is actually doing really good because of Wayne Rooney. I made a video of this earlier. I think my last video was about Wayne Rooney being a better player than Zlatan. Not like better player, like technically just better player statistic-wise in terms of helping his team. Because Zlatan, as you guys know, didn't make the finals. I know it really wasn't his fault, but his team didn't make the playoffs. But Wayne Rooney carried his team from the bottom of the table all the way to the playoffs and got this far. I'm really surprised and really thankful that Wayne Rooney brought that kind of positive motivation and positive look on the MLS. So thanks and shout out to you, Wayne Rooney, if you're watching this, but I doubt you are. Anyway, they lost 3-2 to penalties, and unfortunately Wayne Rooney, I'm talking him up so much, but he missed his penalty. He didn't score, and another DC United player also missed his penalty. But what are you gonna do? That's a shitty way for Wayne Rooney and DC United to go out, but maybe next year DC United will go further with Wayne Rooney now that he can be there the whole season, not just like kind of halfway through. But who knows? I was really shocked, but I'm also kind of like, it was like bittersweet because I was upset that Wayne Rooney and DC United got out because I wanted to see Wayne Rooney go farther in it and like maybe even win it. And then it's like, you know what, like let him win something in America. But whatever. I'm also like, it was bittersweet because I was happy that Columbus Crew got this far because, saved the crew and all that, which it looks like the crew has been saved. But another topic for another video. And I say that a lot, but I'll catch up to the videos. Don't worry. yeah, so Columbus Crew, they're going to the next round, which is the semifinals, which we're gonna talk about right now. So we got some really good, tasty games for the semifinals for both conferences. We got, of course, for the Eastern Conference, we got Columbus Crew versus New York Red Bulls, and we also got New York City FC versus Atlanta United. So let me quick give you my predictions on those, and then we'll go to the Western Conference after. For Columbus Crew versus New York Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls winning the Supporter Shield. They're probably in good form. They're in good spirits. But so is Columbus Crew. They just barely slid by DC United. But, I think Columbus Crew is really motivated this year. They seem like they're playing well, better than they were last year. Yahtzee Zardes is an amazing player for Columbus Crew right now. If he can keep his form up and his finishing well, I think they can probably get by New York Red Bulls. Columbus Crew seems very resilient to go down this year. But if I have to pick a team to win, I have to pick New York Red Bulls. The team I want to win, Columbus Crew. Next matchup, we got New York City FC against Atlanta United. And like I said earlier when I talked about how New York City beat my Philly boys, I said New York City is a really good team, and they really are. But I think Atlanta United is a way better team. I think Atlanta United may be one of, if not the best teams in the league. So I really see and the semifinals are both over 2 legs. So over 2 legs, I can see Atlanta United getting the best of New York City FC. Even with David Villa leading the line and motivating his team for New York City, I still think that the Martinez Atlanta United is going to overcome New York City and just get the win. Especially with the freaking top scorer of the MLS season, Joseph Martinez leading that freaking line, and with Miguel Almiron, they have so many quality good players. Like they got a pretty good decent goalkeeper in Brad Guzan. I just think Atlanta United is going to win that one. So next, on to the Western Conference, guys. We have Real Salt Lake versus Sporting Kansas City. I have to go with Sporting Kansas City on this one because they top the Western Conference. They just barely missed out on winning the Supporter Shield. They just bottled at the end, but whatever. Sporting Kansas City is a really good team this year. I really didn't expect them to be this good, but they are. And this is actually kind of actually hard to pick a side, but if I have to pick a side, I'm going to go with Sporting Kansas City to win this matchup. And the last really good matchup that we have for this West Conference is Portland Timbers against Seattle Sounders. I feel like this is like a classic matchup, maybe because they've met each other so many times in these kinds of games that I feel like they're always pinned against each other, but whatever. So for this one, it's, again, like I'm kind of like torn between which team, but if I have to pick, I really think I have to pick Portland Timbers to take this over 2 legs because I feel like Seattle Sounders, a pretty decent team, but not as good as they used to be. I just don't think they can deal with Portland Timbers right now. So anyway, I would love to know your guys' thoughts on the whole elimination round, and also would love to know your guys' thoughts on these semifinals coming up. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is not going to win? And yes, hold on a second. I know I've been getting some requests as to live stream some of these games, and I really want to, but I really can't right now. But what I am going to do, and I promise you guys this, I promise you, is I'm going to live stream the final, the MLS Cup Final, with you guys, like I did a couple months ago when we were watching, the CONCACAF Champions League. We watched that live stream. Some of you guys showed up. Really appreciated it. If you guys are still here, please show up this time, because that'd be great. I hope we get some more people this time, and we had a good chunk of people. But like I really don't have any subscribers, but I do have a lot of passionate MLS fans, and I would love if you guys, those passionate fans, come to watch the live stream with me, your boy Drew B. Wow, that rhymed. Yeah, so I forget when the date is, but I'll post it down below as to in the comment section or whatever, the info section on this video, when I'm gonna do the live stream, what time the game's gonna start, and what channel you guys could watch it on. If I can find information, if I can find where you guys can watch it, I'll put it down below, because I'm just gonna have it on my TV here. I'm not gonna like post the live stream video on the screen for you guys to see. You guys just have to watch it on your own TVs or on your smartphones or whatever it is that you do, and also join the live stream at the same time, so we can watch this stuff at the same time, react together, type to each other. Oh, you type to me and I'll talk to you guys in real life, but you guys get it, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you guys love US Soccer and MLS, and be sure you guys are watching those games tomorrow, which is Sunday the 4th. Watch the semifinals. Come back to this video and let me know the updated scores or whatever, and just follow me on Twitter. Anyway, bye.